What's going on, y'all? It's Flight Sports TV, man. We back with another episode, man. I hope everybody doing all right tonight, man. It's a nice night tonight. There's a lot of fights popping, you know. We got Anthony Joshua, you know, getting his championship back. We got UFC popping too. We got Overeem, fighting tonight. Let me get to that in a second. But what I wanted to touch on today, man, is the Toronto Raptors and how they are just still going to be a force to be reckoned with come playoff time. And I'm here going to touch on that, why this team is no joke and it's potentially could be the real deal. So before we get into that, I want everybody to hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button, man. Donate to this channel. All donations are appreciated. I appreciate all the people that have donated. You know, the link, like I said, the link will be in the description box below this video, and I'll put it in the comments section. I like to keep it real accessible for my viewers. For you can support the channel and the stream. I appreciate y'all. Support the merchandise store as well. You know, pexoticshop.com. That will be in the description box below this video, and it'll also be in the comment section, okay? We got the new sweatsuits out right now. We got 3 to 4 colorways popping. You know, $85. You know, check that out. Get the merch. It's holiday season. We got the bombers too. Don't miss the Flight Sports TV exclusive. Underrated is an understatement, alright? So, let's get right into it. Also, I'm doing a $50 giveaway on the 50th subscribers, so don't miss out. Let's get this to let's get to 40 subscribers tonight. Let's work on 50 subscribers tomorrow, or y'all could just help us reach the goal and let's get the $50 going so y'all can get this money. You know, I'm depositing $50 in the Cash App. Once I hit the 50th subscriber, I'm going to randomly select somebody. Tell me your Cash App. I'm throwing $50 in there, and I'm just going on about my business. And when we get to 100 subscribers, we're gonna do a $100 giveaway. All right. So let's get there. You know, I'm gonna support y'all. Y'all support me. Okay, man. The Toronto Raptors. Pardon me. They're looking good. Nick Nurse, man. Come on, give the man some credit, man. Nick Nurse is one of the top coaches in the league. You know, really taking Toronto to heights that other coaches couldn't. And I love the way Dwayne Casey used to coach the Raptors, but to see what Nick Nurse and his staff is doing is crazy. You know, especially he was on the bench with Casey, but it's crazy when the assistant gets the power. Sometimes your assistant is, you know, he know everything. You know, it's just he gotta get put in that position. You know, and I was happy for him to be in that position. You know, Kyle Lowry, you know, he's up and down because he got some injuries, but that team is still staying afloat. And Lowry is still playing at that all-star level, you know. In the playoffs, he can be a closer for them, you know. So they do have a closer. I know people look at they didn't got this thing. Kyle Lowry is an all-star, and he's a closer, okay? And he got a championship, and he's a champion now. So you do the homework. They are going to be all hell for teams to play in the playoffs, okay? Because they got bulls over there, man. Rough Riders and bulls and dogs over there, man. And I mean that in the most beautiful basketball way possible. Those guys are going to... Teams are going to, as you see, the season progressed, the Raptors are going to be a type of team where teams are going to be trying to lose or win or do whatever it takes to kind of avoid the Raptors, especially in that first round. You're looking at a team like Philly, Milwaukee, Miami. You don't want to see the Raptors in the first round if you can avoid it, especially if the Raptors take a dip or if they still stay in the upper echelon top 5 team. They're going to be a tough matchup. The Celtics, too. The Celtics, the Raptors are a type of team where teams like that, they want to stay the hell away from them until the later rounds in the playoffs. You don't want to face them because that's not going to be an easy road, okay? Like I said, they have enough players on this team to throw bodies at guys, at opposing stars on the other team. You know, they got defenders. You know, they got Marc Gasol locking down the paint. You got Serge. You got OG is healthy. OG Anunoby. I don't know if y'all know about him, but that dude is a problem. Pascal Siakam. He's an all-star, okay? Siakam, he turned up. He's the truth. I love what I'm seeing from Siakam, man. Siakam is going to be a go-to scorer for them, too. So in the playoffs, they're going to have a couple of guys they can throw that ball to. And let's not forget about Fred VanVleet. VanVleet is the truth and a half. They better pay that boy. You know, VanVleet going to be getting paid. You know, Toronto better not play with him. You know, because somebody going to throw the bag his way. I hope the Raptors take care of that boy. You know, I think that's going to all potentially hash itself out in the playoffs if they succeed in advance and everything. You know, so we just have to kind of just see how things work itself out at the end of the day with the Raptors. You know, but I definitely wanted to bring this video to all my Raptors fans, all of Canada, the whole country of Canada, and it's rocking with the Raptors. Y'all got a real squad over there. I respect your team. You feel me? I really respect the Raptors because I love hard-nosed basketball players, like dudes that don't take no BS, rough riders, and the Raptors just embody that just from the coaching staff to the team. Kyle Lowry is one of my favorite players in the NBA. Serge is underrated. You know, you talking about Norman Powell. We got y'all loaded. Y'all got some of the best role players in the NBA. It's like y'all got Kyle Lowry, one of the more underrated all-stars in this decade. You know, Kyle Lowry's been a perennial all-star year after year after year, but he seems to be one of the more underappreciated all-stars for whatever reason. You know, if the Raptors, if they could possibly, I don't know if they should even make a trade. I say they should just roll this out and see what happens, because you got Lowry there, because you're gonna need closers. At this point, they just need a closer. You know, I know they're not going to be. They was looking. I seen they was heard the rumor they was trying to get DeMar DeRozan back. Now you talking. You know, I would love to see that, but that could possibly push them to the NBA Finals, because you got a DeRozan going back in there, and no LeBron James. The East is kind of wide open, especially if you're a top upper echelon team. And the Raptors could knock off any of those teams. Like I said, the Raptors could knock Milwaukee off. I believe that could be a 7-game series. The Raptors could knock Philly out. You know, the Raptors could beat Boston. Milwaukee and the Raptors, that'll be a tough matchup. And I see that going any way. That can go easily 7, easy. Milwaukee is going to take a heroic performance from Giannis to pull it out of Toronto. You know, so y'all hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button if I'm spitting the facts, you know, on this, man, because I got more facts to the table. You know, I like to bring something. I'm spreading things around, but the Raptors are definitely a team on the radar that you need to be looking out for, and NBA fans and everybody need to be, especially in the East, especially if you one of those teams, your team is one of those top teams in the East that are like kind of presented as the top team. Y'all better kind of take a little look at the Raptors, because if you don't want to be in the matchup in the first round with the Raptors, especially, you know, they got some injuries and they can pull it all together. They are still championship ready. Those guys are, some of them, they've always been great players, but now that they have a championship under their belt, it's gonna be tough. Marc Gasol, all of them are champions now. You know, these guys have been. Teams were cast off. Some of them were cast off. Some of them were underachievers. But now they have playoff issues. All that's eradicated now. They are motivated, highly motivated, talented team, and all of them are NBA champions. So when they get into a tough situation against a team like Philadelphia, where, you know, they might be in disarray. Nick Nurse is proven to be one of the top coaches. You got Brett Brown. I like Brett Brown, but, you know, he seems to have issues. Toronto could capitalize on that. You look at a team like Boston, things might get tough. Toronto could be the more mentally tougher team. Milwaukee, the similar situation. That's why I said it's going to take a Giannis heroic performance. And like I said, Toronto is the type of team, they have multiple bodies just to throw at Giannis. So it's not just going to be one guy guarding him. They're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. They're just going to keep sending bodies. You know, that's why I said they're going to be a serious, tough matchup for these top teams in the East. So we're just going to, you know, that's my take on the Raptors, man. They're going you don't want to, they could easily find their way back into the NBA Finals again, easily. If all the stars align and the seedings, The Toronto Raptors can easily be back in the NBA Finals. You heard it here first at Flight Sports TV. Hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. Donate to this channel. The donation box will be in the link in the description box below this video. Also in the comment section. Very accessible. Support the merchandise store at pexoticshop.com. Don't forget about our $50 giveaway once we hit our 50th subscriber. Let's get to that. I'm going to pick a random subscriber. Ask for your Cash App. Boom. Money going to be deposited right there. Right away, let's get to it. Let's get this money. Same thing for the 100 subscribers. It's going to be a $100 Cash App reward. All right? It's Flight Sports TV. Don't miss the exclusive. Underrated is an understatement. Coming next. Don't miss it here at Flight Sports TV. Subscribe.